Make space for AAC. 10.2.
A valid challenge, perhaps the most valid challenge, of supporting AAC learners is figuring out how to embed AAC across daily activities. Regardless of whether AAC has a priority position amongst the many expressive modalities your AAC learner may choose to use, we hope by now you understand how important it is to create immersive language learning experiences with AAC. So let's think about what it takes to use AAC across the day and across activities. First, mindset. It can be overwhelming to feel like AAC should be used with every word you speak. Let's face it, making time is hard. There are already too many demands on our time. We set ourselves up for failure when we think we have to make time for AAC. Honestly, it's just not realistic. But what is realistic is pausing and taking a moment to include AAC during many interactions throughout the day. That way, we're making space for AAC. And that making space is much more doable than making time. And pausing as we go throughout our daily activities shows our AAC learner that AAC is for all the time, not just mealtime or playtime. And we set ourselves up for success because a word here, a comment there is totally doable. Looks good. Put in. Get that.
It's better to find that 5 minutes in the day where it's going to be done correctly, it's going to be robust, it's going to be meaningful.
Second, AAC is always available. It's difficult to incorporate AAC or make space for AAC if it is left in a bag, in the car, or at school. Think about your activities and environments and how AAC can be available everywhere. Maybe some low-tech boards for the car, near the bathtub, or a swim bag. Maybe a strap, a harness, or a handle can help with portability. It seems simple, but having AAC available is an imperative part of supporting AAC learners. Figuring out portability can be a real game changer. Third, create a pause. So often our active AAC learners move from one thing to the next before we can direct their attention back to AAC. In such instances, it can be useful to create a routine to gain their attention, to create the necessary pause for AAC. Learners who process slowly also benefit from a predictable cue to direct their attention. A cue may be a phrase, "I have something to say." "Let me tell you about what I think about that." "I have a comment about that," or "Let me tell you with my AAC." Phrases may also be paired with actions, such as an exaggerated point, holding up AAC, or gesturing toward AAC. It may not feel very natural to use those phrases initially, but these are no-demand invitations that your AAC learner can learn to respond to in time. Making space for AAC may feel awkward at first, but ultimately it makes supporting AAC learners easier. It's more efficient, and it sends a clear and resounding message that AAC is valued always.